Hello, friends. Welcome to PyroKitty's Cavern. Hold on.
Okay, that was weird. Can you hear me? My voice mod program was being weird this morning. And it like auto turned on? I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, what is a Twitch stream without technical difficulties? Not a Twitch stream. That's what it is. We can't have that. That's not allowed. All right. All right. Let's try that again. Welcome, friends, to PyroKitty's Tavern. I am April the PyroKitty, and today we are gonna start our games of Spooky Month. We're gonna be playing Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies. That is going to be our spooky game this month. Not a horror game at all. I go with spooky, not scary. As you see, we do have a puzzle up and going. I do have that link pinned to the top of chat. You could also type !puzzle to get the link. Looks like Mikaff is working on that over there. All right. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot going on otherwise outside of getting the stream kicked off. Upcoming stuff just to touch on. I'll be playing this today and Sunday and possibly next Thursday. I will give a early heads up. Next Thursday, there is a good chance I will need to start early if I stream at all. Oh, thank you, Scorch. I will treat myself. And I will treat Azar. Welcome in, Scorchhold. Another great streamer y'all should check out. Chat gets nothing. We're swapping up Azar's treats today, and he's going with some freeze-dried strawberry pieces. There's a bundle of them there. He'll eat them off his pillow. All right. But yeah, so next week, 1 week from today, that on Thursday, if we have not finished this game, I will stream to finish it. But it will be an earlier stream, probably starting about 2 hours earlier. I'm probably going to have to take some family to the airport. That is not, and the airport is about 2 hours away. So I'll have to start earlier. But if we have finished this game, if I finish this between today and Sunday, then I'm probably just going to cancel stream next Thursday. And just have a break day before I have to take them to the airport. But I want to make sure we're able to finish this game. So it kind of depends on how the pacing on the game goes. All right. Twitch, why are you doing that? You're being weird. Twitch is being weird, guys. Any surprise there? All right. Did you come back? Okay. I try to monitor my streams on my iPad, and it was being very weird. they changed how the stream manager is on mobile, and it is not an improvement. We'll go with that. All right. So, hope everybody has had a good week, been doing all right. Okay. I am gonna have up a guide for this game because I, believe it or not, have never played a Nancy Drew game before. I know the gist. But I want to have up a little bit of a guide. And of course, the guide I had up is not loading. There it goes. All right. Thought that was the girl from Stranger Things, to be honest. So Nancy Drew has been around for a long time. Trying to think. This particular game was released in 2014. And it is not an older game. It is one of the newer games from the series. I mean, it is an older game, but this series of games have been going on for quite some time. It's based on an old book series. Trying to remember, when did the book series come out? So the books were published starting in 1930. And the most recent books were in 2003. So there's a lot of Nancy Drew books. The game series started in 2000, I think. Oh, sorry. The very first Nancy Drew game was in 1998. That was the very first one. And then it was sort of remastered in 2010. So these games have been going on for a while. Sorry about the game muting. Anytime I click off of the screen, it has a cow. But yeah, so we're going to get started on this. My goal, I'm honestly going to try and finish the game between today and Sunday. Optimally, I will not be streaming next Thursday, but like I said, if we do not finish the game, I will stream next Thursday, just earlier in the day. But I think it would be easiest for myself if I take off next Thursday. Welcome in, Emma Lims. I am new to Nancy Drew. I have never actually played any of the games. This is my first experience with them. I have known of them. I know the gist, the genre, I guess you could say, but I have never personally played them, which I did mention earlier. I will have a walkthrough up and going, just so that I have something to... You're a Nancy veteran. I have a couple... I own, I think, 4 or 5 of the games. I have them on my list of games to stream in the future. And I figured, I heard this one was one of the spookier ones, and I figured it would be a good foray into the games, and something for Spooky Month. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. I will admit I did start the game and just loaded into it, but I deleted the save. I just wanted to see if my setup was working. All right, drink some water. I do have a puzzle up and going as a reminder. If you do !puzzle or click the link at the top of chat, it is sort of the poster for the game, the cover image, if you will. I'm going to choose Amateur Sleuth because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I've made it to the museum.
Melina called you in to help her with the exhibit, right?
Right. And now she's missing.
Ooh, voice
that
acting.
sounds bad.
It's too soon to tell.
What are you doing at the museum again?
The museum she works for is opening an exhibit of Greek antiquities, and apparently the museum has been losing staff right and left.
Yeesh. Well, make sure you stand in the middle then.
You look into everything at the museum, and in the meantime, we'll contact the network. Call us if you need anything.
Thanks, I will.
Especially...
What was that?
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm excited to...
Be quiet!
Leave her alone.
It's rehearsal. No need for that. But we'll take the compliment. Take 5, Thanos.
I'm so sorry to interrupt your rehearsal.
Don't be. I'm sorry I scared you like that. I thought we were alone.
You were very convincing. I'm Nancy, by the way.
I'm Xenia.
Nice to meet you. I'm here to help Melina with the museum.
Perfect. I'm pretty busy. Hopefully we'll get to know each other.
I like voice acting. It means I don't have to talk as much and come up with voices for everybody. I'm gonna have to do that enough. Oh, as a reminder, the last 3 streams of the month leading up to Halloween, I will be doing reading streams. I'll be reading some spooky short stories. All of the Nancy games are 100% voice acted. Nice. I play some games that are not voice acted, and it exhausts my voice sometimes, coming up with different voices for everybody. All right. So what's your play about?
What's your play about?
Oh, you'll like it. It's got kidnapping, extortion, death, trickery, getting cast down into Hades with no hope of escape. The usual boy meets girl in ancient Greece story.
Sounds exciting.
I hope so. We're performing the story of Persephone to open the new exhibit.
Persephone. Refresh my memory.
She's the daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. But even Demeter can't keep her daughter safe. Hades kidnaps Persephone, you saw that part, and takes her to be his queen.
I'm glad I'm in modern-day Greece. The dating scene back then seemed pretty rough.
That it was. Honestly, the material's a little difficult to work with. I feel like I know her. The more we rehearse, the more I want the story to have a happier ending.
I apologize if I do chime in with some tidbits from actual Greek mythology. I am a anthropology degree holder, and mythology is one of my strong suits. I will try not to chime in very much. But I will say, Hades is not all bad. He got a bad rap.
You play Persephone, I presume.
I do. I'm also directing the show.
That's great. I hope I get a chance to see it.
I just hope it's worth seeing. We're doing our best, but can you keep a secret? I'm out of my depth here. None of the rest of them can know, but I am deep, deep in the woods.
I know that feeling, but I think you can accomplish a lot by just acting like someone who knows what's happening.
I have to. I put myself out there. I said, I can do this. So now I have to show up and be the boss, and I have to yell, and even though my voice sounds like shaking paper in my head and my insides feel like snapping twigs, none of them can know that. I just needed to say it.
I bet you'll do just fine.
Really? What makes you think so?
I don't know, it just seemed like a supportive thing to say.
You're nice. Hey, you seem pretty together, but can I give you some advice?
Sure.
Be careful around the boys, especially Thanos.
Why?
He's a bit intense.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
All right. As far as mythology goes, Hades, as far as Greek deities goes, was one of the least crappy ones. Famous people of Greece. Socrates, philosopher, recognized as the founder of Western philosophy. Socrates is noted for his debates on morality and how an individual should live their life. His philosophy focuses on logic and reasoning to develop a more scientific method of thinking. What we know today as the Socratic method demonstrates this approach. When asked a question, Socrates would respond with further questions, leading the questioner through the answers they provided to answer their own question. Aristotle, philosopher. Aristotle was one of the founding figures of Western philosophy, along with Socrates and Plato. He created the Lyceum in Athens, a school of higher learning, and taught Alexander the Great. During his life, he developed disciplines of metaphysics and comparative anatomy, and logic, the science of correct reasoning. Archimedes, mathematician and inventor. One of the leading scientists of antiquity, and arguably one of the greatest mathematicians of all time, Archimedes' work laid the foundation for modern mathematics. He is credited for many theoretical and practical innovations in math, including integral calculus, the 3-to-2 relationship of the volume of a cylinder to a sphere, and calculating the approximate value of pi. He was also an inventor, best known for the water pump called Archimedes' screw. Hippocrates, doctor. Considered the father of Western medicine, Hippocrates believed medical treatment was a science and should not be governed by myth or superstition. He founded the Hippocratic School of Medicine, which established medicine as its own field of study for the first time. The Hippocratic Oath, a code of ethics attributed to Hippocrates, is still sworn by graduating medical students today. The rod of Asclepius, I can say this word, Asclepius, and by error the similar-looking Caduceus, derives from the oath and has been used as a symbol of medicine. Homer, poet. A master of epic poetry, Homer is the credited author for the Iliad and the Odyssey. These two epics are considered by scholars to be literary masterpieces of ancient Greece and the world. Homer recited his work, and the epics were eventually transcribed by others. Because he did not write down his work himself, scholars have debated for millennia his authorship and whether he was even a real person. Sappho, lyric poet. Sappho was one of the few women to achieve fame in ancient Greece, with her highly popular romantic poetry. She could read and write, which was uncommon for a woman in ancient Greece. She formed her own literary group for young girls on the island of Lesbos, teaching them the skills to participate in religious festivals, including poetry, music, singing, and dancing. Euripides, playwright. A master tragedian, Euripides wrote over 90 plays during his lifetime, though only 17 tragedies and one satire survive. One satyr. I think that should be satire. Unlike his contemporaries, his characters' miseries stemmed not from the gods, but from their own personal flaws. His plays' strong themes of war, love, suffering, and betrayal both shocked and captivated viewers of his day, and remain relevant to modern audiences in works such as Medea, The Trojan Women, and Electra. Phidias, sculptor and architect. Phidias began his art career as a painter, but became renowned for his sculpture work. His masterpiece, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, was approximately 40 feet high and one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Under the patronage of Pericles, Phidias supervised the restoration of the Acropolis and the building of the Parthenon, including the legendary Athena Promachos statue within the Parthenon. Pericles, statesman. Pericles was the leading statesman in the Athens of his day. Through sweeping democratic reform, I can talk, I promise, guys. Through sweeping democratic reforms, he is credited with creating the Golden Age of Athens. His government provided the basis for many modern democracies, including the United States. Pericles, a staunch patron of the arts, was also responsible for numerous projects to beautify and glorify the city. It was in large part due to his contributions that Athens gained its reputation as the educational and cultural center of the ancient world. Alexander the Great, conqueror. Alexander III, King of Macedonia, was one of history's most successful military leaders. Riding into battle on his legendary stallion Bucephalus, he never once left the battlefield defeated. Unlike other conquerors, Alexander didn't force Greek customs onto the conquered peoples at the cost of their local culture. As a result, Greek culture integrated and spread further than it had ever reached before, merging east and west for the first time. Alexander's vast empire dissolved after his death at the age of 32. We're going to take that. All right. Want to further explore in here before we go out there. All right, let's go up here. So that's the whole amphitheater. There's the stage. Let's go backstage. Oh, what's this? Stage notes. Hermes presents Persephone in Winter, starring Hermes. The wings don't actually do anything, Zinnia. Lights and cues. Hermes presents Persephone in Winters, starring Hermes. Why does Thanos keep having his lines cut? At this point, I'm carrying the show. This isn't Hermes' story. What gives? Maybe Zinnia can explain. The wings don't actually do anything. Look into automation of light cues. Zinnia keeps adding to Hermes' role. At this point, I can barely make the cues between scenes. Lights and cues. All light cue changes and fly system weight settings originate with Zinnia in script notes. Cues will be signed off by Zinnia and Grigor. Alright, that requires a password. Do not know that
Definitely
yet.
need to figure out what to do here before I try anything. Hi, I'm Nancy. You must be...
Hermes, god of charisma and handsomeness. But the mortals call me Gregor.
Nice to meet you.
The same. What's your role?
I guess I'm playing the part of the museum assistant.
Then why don't we become friends?
I'm open to that.
More than friends?
Less open to that.
Boyfriend at home?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That doesn't affect the average.
Okay. That was a little strong.
What's your role in the production?
Too many things.
Is that usual?
Yes, but things are a little more intense this time.
Because there are so few of you?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a larger support crew?
Generally we do. But because the background checks were really extensive, we didn't have time to worry about anyone other than ourselves. To answer your question, I work the lights and the stage cues. I make sure we've got the right scripts, then I do my best to keep us from killing each other.
Why do you think Xenia keeps making your role bigger?
Would you stay out of my things?
Okay.
I have no idea, honestly.
Maybe she just likes keeping you busy.
I have to go.
Alright.
Can't do that now.
Let's go down the stairs. Greek mythology. Tartarus and the Underworld. Following their death, souls had to pay an obelisk coin to the ferryman Charon for passage across the river Acheron. On the far side of the river, they arrived at the gates to the underworld, which were guarded by a three-headed dog, Cerberus. Or Cerberus, but the C would probably have been hard. After passing through the gates, souls wandered the underworld until they stood before Rhadamanthus, Minos, and Iacchos, the judges of the dead. Once the soul was judged, they could either enter the gates to Elysium if they had lived an exemplary life, or Tartarus if they needed to atone for their transgressions. The condemned souls, guarded by the 100-headed Hecatoncheires giants, labored over their punishments in Tartarus. King Sisyphus, for his trickery and lies, was made to roll a boulder up a hill, only to see it come rolling back down just before reaching the top every time. The husband-murdering Danaidus futilely toiled carrying water in a leaky basin. Tantalus was a man invited to dine with the gods, but he stole their nectar and ambrosia to share with the other mortals. He was sentenced to spend eternity in Tartarus, up to his neck in water, with the tree's fruit blowing tantalizingly just out of reach any time he tried to reach for one. Deep within the pit of Tartarus was the prison which held the elder gods, the Titans. Led by Cronus, the Titans had ruled the earth until Cronus' son, Zeus, ignited a rebellion against them. With his allies, including the Hecatoncheires, and wielding his lightning bolts, Zeus defeated and imprisoned all the Titans who had fought against him, except Atlas. Zeus punished Atlas by forcing him to hold the world on his shoulders. take that.
I need to figure out the combo.
Need to figure out the combo. Can't look in there, apparently. Back up the stairs we go.
Stay away from that. It'll kill you.
What exactly am I staying away from?
That's the fly system. It controls the scenery and the curtains, and it'll kill you.
I'll be careful then.
Okay. I don't see anything I can click on here. Alright, my guide says to check the light board control panel. Don't think I can do anything there, though. Okay.
What was that?
Ah.
Can you pretend, just for a day, that we're a professional troupe? Just for me! Surprise! There's no one back here! We go live in mere hours. Hours! Do I need to remind you what is riding on tonight's show?
She's on a rant.
Everything!
Alright, according to the guide, that's all I need to do in there for now. Go outside the amphitheater to where Zinnia was.
I wonder if Xenia's notes will come in handy.
Production cast. The current production must take advantage of the theater's recent remodel. The state-of-the-art Revolve stage allows entire sets to fly up, replacing the central stage edifice via hydraulic lifts. To promote the stage unique abilities, Pinakis Design has been contracted to construct each set well in advance of the production. Performers will receive safety briefings by Pinakis staff. The dangers presented by the elaborate set must be evaluated with every blocking and cue change. Persephone and Winter will follow Persephone's descent into Hades. Each set will represent a different stage of her journey. Control remote stored backstage. That looks important. Lift only activates by remote when standing directly on it. The primary stage will serve as Olympus as well as Narcissus Flower Meadow for her capture. From atop Mount Olympus, Zeus presides over the lives of the gods and mortals alike. Deep below Greece, Hades, king of the dead, waits for his queen alone in the land of the dead. Persephone, daughter of harvest, goddess Demeter, knows nothing of what's to come. Hades stalks emerged. Balanced fly system weight values. Sculpture base 40, sculpture 40, porch 100, column 20, temple base 80, temple top 60, temple triangular roof end 80. Agora, 120. Courtyard decoration, 120. Throne, 40. Those seem important. And then we have the production notes here. I'm not going to read the whole play. I'm just looking for any other notes on it, like this. Stage notes. Grigor tablet pass. First, last, repeat. Scene 3, light cues. Lights up on Demeter's field. Oh, that seems important. I heard what you said. Be down. Okay, that seems noteworthy. So I'm just looking for any more stage notes. I'm not going to read the whole script. Thanos wants to leave a personalized message for our VIPs. Need to make sure they have a key to the poster out front. We'll take that. Thanos Ganas. Natural performer. Thanos will take the stage for his first time in the role he was born to play, Hades. Xenia Dokas. Education, stage experience. Past roles. Lady Macbeth and Macbeth. Abigail Williams in the Trials. Madame Adamame in Ghost of Winter of the Salad Bar and Other Dreams. Chrysidia in Troilus and Chrysidia. Niobe Papadaki for Demeter. Grigor Karakinos. Let me peek at my guide here. Alright, yeah. See the red colored notations on several pages. Examine the tablet, which has locked things. I see that.
I should assemble the image.
Oh, hey, look, a puzzle. How do I... Oh, I see. I need to... Speaking of puzzles, we do have a puzzle going on. If you type !puzzle, it will bring you to said puzzle. It is a little bit more challenging than this puzzle. Wish I could see the whole thing. All right. Where do you go? It is nice that they click into place. It's definitely another shirt top. Not yours, though. There we go. Going with the method of, let's figure out exactly what I can figure out where it goes. That's your head. puzzle is appropriate today? I felt it went there. Aha. Do all these fabricy bits. There's a face. Where does the face go? That I don't know. Column. Woohoo! The nice satisfying click sounds it makes. Getting there. The face is, I guess, in a vase. Alright, we finished all the quote-unquote easy bits, I think. Now there's less context clues. But I'm almost there.
The National Archaeological Museum of Athens. Sounds very official.
Depiction of women. Alright, so according to the guide, so these just kind of unlocks more puzzles, but the rest of the puzzles are optional. So I'm gonna not work on those. We do have an ad coming up shortly. As much as I enjoy doing puzzles, I will spend all day doing them. So the guide says next to go backstage. Go back down here. We now know the key, the code for this lockbox here. Which was in the script.
This must be the control to the lift.
So we're gonna take that. Then back out here.
This must be the spot to activate the lift.
Who would dare to enter my kingdom?
You're trying to frighten me, aren't you?
Call it what you will.
Well, why?
The more you know, the less you fear.
And you want me to be afraid?
I want to tend to my world and nothing more.
I'm not easily intimidated, you know.
Don't care.
All right. All right, we are going to take a brief pause to run our ad break. I do run a 3-minute ad break every hour to get them out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and run that ad break. I'm going to mute my microphone briefly so I can stretch my legs. But I'm going to pull up the puzzle so you guys could see the progress on it. But yeah, so I will see you guys back in 3 minutes to continue our playthrough. And yeah, see you in 3 minutes. Thank you so much for supporting the channel through the ads. All right, I'm going to mute my microphone for those of you that can still hear my voice. Again, thank you for supporting the channel as well. And I will be back before the 3-minute break is up. And I am back. I see McGaff has told us hi on the puzzle. Get some sounds back in there. The ad has 1 minute remaining, and then we will get back to it. So now we are in the underworld. All right, welcome back from the ads, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience again. We are going to get right back to it. We, before the ad break, we just entered the underworld and received a warning from Thanos about being in his kingdom, which is very confusing. So, like I said, I do have a guide. I know some people don't like that I have a guide, but I'm going to be following my guide
along.
along.
What this means? It looks like the partial section of something larger. I should find supplies to make a rubbing of the image.
All right. Then... Oh, you're creepy.
Looks like he needs something before he'll take me across the river.
Right. So we cannot get across the river, as we do not have a coin. And now we need to talk to her again.
Hello.
What can you tell me about Gregor?
I like him. I know he's the type to flatter. I know it's self-serving to listen to him when he tells me I'm gorgeous and brilliant. But you know what? I can use the emotional junk food some days.
What made you interested in ancient Greece?
I guess if I had to pick an answer, I'd say the ancient Greeks.
Okay, fair answer. It seems a little strange that there are only 4 people in the entire cast and crew.
A good stage director doesn't cast herself, but I understand Persephone.
Okay, how?
I was this happy girl, and one day I fell into this vast sadness. I got out of it, but just like Persephone, I know it will come back for me, even on my best days.
I definitely see you have a personal connection with Persephone, but what happens if there's a problem during the performance and you're all on stage?
I don't like to think about that.
How long have you been touring?
On and off for a while. This is my first time directing, but I've been acting since the day I was born. Who hasn't?
How's it going?
I'm putting out fires.
Anything major?
I hope not. Can you check in with Gregor for me? I need to know if he's actually staying on top of his work.
Sure.
Thank you, from the bottom of my overly stressed heart.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
All right. And now it says to head to the museum.
I'd like to take a closer look at the poster. Locked.
Well, that didn't sound good.
What's going on?
I was freehand tracing.
Okay.
I wanted to understand the detail work, so I put thin paper on the glass, leaned in close, and...
Put too much weight on the glass?
Please don't tell anyone I broke the case.
Sounds like it was an honest mistake. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
I don't know you. Do you know me?
Not yet. I'm Nancy.
Niobe. I'm the reason we can't have nice things, on a cultural level.
You're in the play, right?
I'm Demeter.
You seem focused. Am I interrupting?
Yes! Thank you, though. I need a break.
Aren't you excited for opening night?
No. No, and no. Nope.
Are you nervous?
Nervous when I sleep. Terrified when I'm awake. I'm so relieved we've only got the one show.
Just one? That's nothing.
You should leave.
What? Why?
You might end up spoiling the ending if you hear too much.
I think I know how it ends.
No. Our ending is different. More frightening. Less predictable.
Are you...
Late? Yes. I have to go.
All right. Can't click on anything. All right. This is how bright they would have been. Today, Greek statues from antiquity are known for their classical natural marble look, but when the sculptures were originally displayed over 2,000 years ago, they were anything but white. Carved marble of all kinds, including sculptures and temples, was painted brightly in bright shades and patterns. Though the colors have now faded or visibly disappeared, researchers are sometimes able to determine the original paint colors and designs using ultraviolet lights, infrared, and X-ray spectroscopy test. The reproductions here offer a glimpse of the vivid world of ancient Greece. Yeah, things were very bright. All right. Create your own temple.
This could be helpful.
Temple architecture. Research designs for Agora City Center. Home. Plinths. I'll take that, thank you. Some fosses. I love Greek faces. I think the orange on black looks so neat. I guess I should say black on orange. this is the one she broke. That's locked. Got some crates. Got an invoice here. Hoplite breastplate, metal and leather straps, hoplite greaves set, left and right, classical helmets, Chalcidian jewelry set and travel box, gold necklace and earrings. Weird that's handwritten and everything else is typed. Says to note the stamp. Stamp noted. Turn around, see the columns and statue at the central part. Read the note. Nancy, welcome to Greece. Come find me in my office and I'll give you the drachma tour. If I'm not in, show yourself around and introduce yourself to the theater troupe. While we're working to get the show up, they'll be getting ready for a show of their own. I'll be taking care of relations between the troupe and the museum, but it never hurts to make some new friends. This exhibit will go down in history as one of the finest explorations of Greek culture. I couldn't think of anyone better to help me make it happen. Since we don't have a doormat, you'll find your key to the office with Nike. For today, Make sure the vase display is properly labeled. Create the temple images for the architecture display. Get tickets assigned for tonight's performance. That should do it for now. Good luck and try not to set off any alarms. See you soon, Melina. Second note. As you no doubt now know, there's been a change in plans. I'm doing my best to track down the missing pieces as quickly as possible. Hopefully what we're looking at is a simple shipping error. I've already contacted the local authorities to open an investigation. All staff and members of the troupe consented to searches and interviews. The theater troupe may come to you with access requests. The members of the troupe have been put through the same screening process you and I have, so they are more than welcome to any resources they need. On the off chance you do see anything out of the ordinary, give me a call. Until I can rule out a shipping error, we're not pointing fingers in any direction. But still, keep an eye out for any red flags. I'll do my best to return quickly, but until I do, it's up to you to keep the wheels from falling off the wagon and get the exhibit ready for opening night. Make use of my office and catch up on any information related to our exhibits and processes. Im. All right. So now, need to find that key, which is over here under Nike. Then we're going to go in the office. Oh.
Nancy. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to meet you in person.
Oh, that's okay. Is something wrong?
Yes, something is very wrong. Some of our exhibit pieces have gone missing.
Are they lost or...
Stolen. I don't know. And frankly, it doesn't matter. The pieces in question, they're worth millions. If I can't recover them, our doors are as good as closed.
I'm here for you. Anything you need.
Oh, thank you. A lifetime of thank yous. I still need you to do the job we brought you on for, and you'll find everything you need for that in the office. But more importantly, I need you to be my eyes and ears.
Does that mean you think we're dealing with theft?
I really hope not, but we can't rule that out.
But you're worried.
I am.
Okay, why's that?
The pieces we lost never arrived. They were on the shipping invoice, but they were not in the crate.
Is that common?
It could be a simple mistake, or it could be someone changed the invoice to buy enough time to smuggle the jewelry out. I'm tracking down both possibilities. That's why I need you here.
You got it.
I'm following the paper trail now, and with luck, I'll find the error and be back tomorrow.
You worry about that. I'll take care of the museum.
Great. You'll find everything you need in the office.
Do you suspect that anyone in the cast took the missing jewelry?
We did at first.
But then?
The police came in, interviewed everyone, and the cast was very cooperative.
That's good at least.
Maybe.
Maybe?
They all consented to having their cars and hotels searched. The police reviewed all of the security footage and came to the conclusion that no one in the cast snuck anything out of the museum.
But you doubt this.
For all intents and purposes, they're cleared, but it just doesn't make sense. Nothing just disappears.
Can I get a key to the coin display?
You'll need to open the filing cabinet first. The key to the filing cabinet is hidden inside the box with the animal figurines. Pair up the animals with the images so the animal and image pair represent the same god.
You got it.
I know you weren't brought here for this, but I need you to learn about provenance.
As in verifying the authenticity of the art?
You're as sharp as they say. That's it.
Isn't that normally left to the experts?
Generally, yes, but if we're dealing with theft of any kind, I need you to become an expert.
Instantly?
Unfortunately, but you'll come to it naturally.
I'm flattered, but what makes you say that?
You will find that it's like solving a mystery, which I hear you're pretty good at home.
I'll do my best.
Proving provenance is a classic whodunit. You look at a vase or a painting and you follow the clues to see who done it. Who painted or sculpted or chiseled the work in question.
When you put it that way, I think I'm comfortable with the methodology.
Perfect. You'll find what you need on the computer. Niobe may be able to help you.
I should tell you, Niobe broke one of the necklace display cases.
What?
She said she was trying to trace the detail work and put too much pressure on the glass.
Is everything still there?
I think so.
Well, thank Zeus for that. How did she react when you talked to her about it?
She was really upset. She actually asked me not to tell you.
Like no one would notice. These things do happen. Keep an eye on her. Mistakes happen, but a series of mistakes don't.
Got it. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
All right. The filing cabinet. Look at the bookcase. See small figurines. Check the printer. I got a piece of paper.
The password must be around here somewhere.
All right, Salmon needs a password. Okay, I can plug my phone in there. Good to know. Ancient Greece, jeweled rings, coins of Roman Greece, silver tetradrachm, permanent collection, gold laurel crown, Greek pictorial narrative, phase 2. Okay, so it's like a list of who received what and when they received it. Exhibit summaries. Got a stage update. So the stage upgrade was deferred as via charitable gift. In exchange, they allow the company to host demonstrations no more than once a month. Also allow the company to feature their location in their literature and advertising. All right. Message subject theater group. Needing a theater group for the opening of your next exhibit. Look no further. I've got you covered. Thanks for the offer, but I want this show to be perfect. I'll be scouting talent next month in London and New York. About that, sorry, we don't have the budget. Should have been clearer in my first email, but I was hoping to frame it as a positive manner. I found our theater group. I have a friend who owes me a favor. Landing this group is a major coup. I promise you. I know you wanted to make the decision, so please trust me when I say I would never have made the call if it was an absolute requirement. Can't say I'm not disappointed, but I understand. Please tell me honestly that they're good. They're the best money can buy our tiny pile of money. Your theater group has arrived and have begun rehearsals. Interesting choice. Secure the final piece for the exhibit. As requested, the final list of borrowed items and length of loan terms is below. As an update, the Obolus coins for the bottom row of the coin display are still stuck in customs. Since they won't arrive in time for the opening night gala, I've placed Obolus replicas in the display for the interim. That seems important to note. New hire notes. Number of pieces, a list will be given when relevant, will be given an official provenance examination at the behest of the owner of the piece. It is critical that the clear chain of ownership is maintained throughout the entire exhibit. Security measures have been put in place to ensure no piece is left unattended. That also seems important. Alright, I think I clicked on everything. Funny picture. All right. Exit the office. Go talk to her.
Yes?
Do you know much about Greek mythology?
Here. Take this, you'll love the myths. They're full of the most amazing insanity. I'm glad we don't live in that world, for the most part.
Mount Olympus, the highest mountain in northern Greece, was the mythological home of the Olympians. Petty and spiteful but possessing divine power, the gods and goddesses reigned supreme over mankind. After the fall of the ancient world, the mythos was suppressed for nearly 1,000 years. Renaissance artists heralded a rebirth of the Olympians, who have remained a popular subject matter ever since. Zeus, king of the gods, temperamental, rash, and tyrannical in nature, Zeus ruled from his throne at Olympus with thunderbolts in hand and an eagle by his side. He was married to Hera, but numerous myths center on Zeus's seduction of other women, both goddesses and mortals. Though disloyal to his wife and mistresses, he honored his family and numerous offspring. He is also responsible for the weather, which reflected his current mood. The Olympics were held annually in his honor. Hera, queen of the gods. Hera, as Zeus's wife, was queen of the gods, and also the goddess of marriage and childbirth. Hera was often associated with a cow, representing the motherly, nurturing aspect of childbirth. She was extremely jealous of Zeus's philandering ways, keeping tabs on her husband and persecuting his mistresses and their children with Zeus. It is said she placed the 100 eyes of Argus onto the tail feathers of a peacock to help her keep watch. Despite their difficulties, the two gods remained married, symbolizing the strength and importance of marriage in the ancient Greek world. Aphrodite, goddess of love. Aphrodite was one of the most widely worshipped goddesses. She led women into adultery on a chariot drawn by doves, but also encouraged faithfulness and chastity. There are two variations of Aphrodite's birth. In one, she is the personification of physical love as the daughter of Zeus and the nymph Dione. In the other, she is the personification of sacred love, arising fully grown out of the sea, daughter of the defeated Uranus. Images of each aspect make up two of the most famous art pieces in the world, Alexandros of Antioch's Venus de Milo and Botticelli's Birth of Venus. Apollo, god of light. Apollo is the god of the sun, patron of the fine arts and music, and younger twin brother to Artemis. One myth states he escaped the island Delos by turning into a dolphin and swimming back to the mainland. The temple at Delphi was dedicated to Apollo, where it was believed he spoke through his sacred oracle, the Pythia. A figure of great beauty, Apollo was often depicted with a 7-stringed lyre in his hand. Nevertheless, he was unlucky in love and never married. Ares, god of war. Ares was one of the least popular Olympians among both Greeks and the immortals, neither of whom relished the idea of war and violence for which he stood. He was typically depicted in armor with a helmet and shield, holding a spear or sword. Magpies and vultures were sacred to him, and he was followed by his attendants discord, strife, and panic. Artemis, goddess of the hunt. A virgin goddess, an older twin sister of Apollo, Artemis watched over women and childbirth and was associated with the moon. She preferred the wilderness to cities and actively avoided the company of men. Her main temple at Ephesus in Asia Minor was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Typically portrayed with a bow and arrow in her hand, she is also frequently accompanied by one of her hounds or a stag deer. Athena, goddess of wisdom. The patron goddess of Athens, Athena is said to have given the gift of the olive tree to Greece. Athena sprang fully grown from Zeus's head and at times was even allowed to wield his thunderbolts. In her golden helmet and with her owl by her side, she watched over the military and was protector of heroes. She was also a patroness of the creative arts, including spinning and weaving. Demeter, goddess of the harvest. Demeter was the goddess of corn and harvest, agriculture and country life, and was a central figure in the myth which explained the seasons. Also identified with Rhea, Gaia, and Egypt's Isis, Demeter was usually depicted wearing a crown made from ears of corn, with a lighted torch or cornucopia in one hand and a poppy in the other. Though a member of the Olympian pantheon, she preferred to stay on Earth. The Eleusinian mysteries honored Demeter's gift of agriculture were the most important religious celebrations in ancient Greece. Dionysus, god of wine. Generally depicted as young and effeminate, with a thyrsus and a wreath of ivy, Dionysus was the only Olympian to have a mortal mother. In addition to wine, he was the patron god of theater and taught crop cultivation and beekeeping to mortals. Dionysus was seen as benevolent, light-hearted, and sympathetic, and rewarded his followers lavishly. Dionysus was predominantly faithful to his wife Ariadne, an uncommon trait among the Olympians. Hades, god of the underworld. In ancient Greece, the underworld consisted not only of the dead, but everything underground, including valuable gems and minerals. Hades ruled over it all. Tending to remain within his realm, he was not very involved with other Olympians or mortals. Hades was portrayed as an unattractive god, cold and merciless, and unable to woo any goddess to become his queen. This led to the abduction of Persephone. Depending on mythos, it was either Hades or Hephaestus who occupied one of the thrones at Mount Olympus. Hephaestus, god of fire and forge. The only Olympian who was ugly and lame, Hephaestus created unparalleled metalworks for the gods, including Hades' helmet of invisibility and Zeus's lightning bolts. Zeus promised Hephaestus any goddess to take as a wife. When Hephaestus's first choice, Athena, refused, he wed Aphrodite, but it was not a happy match. Aphrodite carried out a blatant affair with Ares. Hephaestus was usually depicted working at his forge with his hammer raised overhead. Hermes, god of commerce and thieves. Hermes was the messenger of the god and a well-known trickster. He also acted as the psychopomp, a conductor of dead souls to the underworld. On the day he was born, he invented the lyre, which he later gave to Apollo. In return, Apollo gave Hermes a special staff, and the two became fast friends. The staff, with its winged top and two snakes entwined around it, was known as the caduceus. Hermes was generally depicted carrying his caduceus and wearing a short cape, winged cap, and winged sandals. Hestia, goddess of the hearth. The eldest of the pantheon's original Olympians, Hestia gave her throne to Dionysus to keep the peace. She remained on Mount Olympus, tending the hearth at the palace. She was the only Olympian who did not become involved in any wars or disputes, earning her the respect of her fellow gods and goddesses. Wooed by Poseidon and Apollo, Hestia turned down both, vowing to remain a virgin instead. She was typically depicted holding a flowered branch or a kettle. Poseidon, god of the sea. Poseidon was portrayed as a dark, dangerous god, reflective of the difficulties of sea travel, with control over not only the sea, but all waterways. He had more power than any god except Zeus. Typically seen in a shell chariot carrying his trident, Poseidon was said to have created the first horse. He fought frequently with other gods. Most notably, he vied unsuccessfully against Athena for patronage of Athens. All right.
Do you know much about proving provenance?
Sure. I have some materials for you. Here.
I'm not going to read this one. Basically, provenance is you want to know how a material was obtained. Like, chain of where it came from. So that you can know it wasn't stolen or grave robbed or anything like that.
What do you think of Thanos?
He's coarse.
Maybe that's good for playing Hades.
I don't think he acts. I think he was typecast.
As what?
A monster.
I'll let you go.
Until later.
Alright. So next it says to use the phone and call the Hardy Boys.
Finally! What happened back there?
Sorry, I was caught off guard from a very convincing scene from a play.
So everything is fine?
Can't say that for sure, but no one is being actively kidnapped.
Nancy, I've got a strange feeling about what's happening at the museum.
I feel the same way. Something seems a bit off.
Want us to look into everyone at the museum?
That would be great. Please do.
Consider it done. Call us back in a bit, and we'll have everything you need to know.
I might need some outside help. Do you know anything about Greek art?
You're in luck.
I am.
We'll make a call and have the book sent to you right away.
Thanks. What's the network?
ATAC.
Why change the name?
Apparently, the FBI doesn't like explaining that they get help from America's teens.
Ah, okay.
I don't see a "you must be this old to solve a crime" sign anywhere.
Well, there might be a law about that somewhere.
Don't care. What am I going to do with all my ATAC shirts? I have so many!
Sorry to bring up a sore point.
ATAC forever!
But really, it's the network now.
What have you guys been up to?
The usual. Adventures, globetrotting,
Business school.
on the
Just
side.
clicking through all
Are
the
you thinking of
options.
leaving the mystery game behind?
No, I'm working on a project.
You are going to freak when you find out.
Joe,
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Interesting.
it's no big deal, really, but I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, I have to say one thing.
0 things is a better option.
You're going to love it.
It involves me?
I can't say.
It's way down the road, but for now, I'll just wait until Joe accidentally tells everyone.
Me too.
Later.
Bye.
Alright. So now it says to go back to the office to the box. So our clue here was to match them.
I need to match the animals to the correct symbol.
So that's the cow, and that is Hera's symbol. Vulture was Ares with his sword. I think this is Olive Branch, which would be Athena. Bow and arrow would be Artemis with her stag. Now it gets trickier. Eagle would be Zeus. Lyre would be Apollo. Which I don't remember the animal it said for Apollo, but I think... Well, I could check. Oh, dolphin. Apollo is dolphin. Key. Use the key on the filing cabinet.
These must be the tags for the display.
halftime cards. My guide says to note the dates everyone left. So, Aline left on the July 3rd. No time on the 4th or 5th. Stavros also left on the 3rd. Nothing on the 4th or 5th. Petros was here on the 4th, but quit after 13 minutes. Sophia was on holiday after June 29th, so not there on the 4th and 5th. Thalia quit on June 25th. Mikhail quit on June 29th after only working there 3 days. Chloe quit on June 30th. Yanni was fired on June 27th after being hired on the 22nd. So there is no one on July 4th or 5th. Nope. I think that... Okay, so that is the computer password. Can't look at anything else in there. So now... Clero, Tarion. Sweet. Read the messenger. The ferryman. I should mention that Charon is built to be coin operated, but for obvious reasons, he'll only react to a replica coin. Not that you'd try to use a real coin, but please don't. Investigate the sets. There's something that's been keeping me up at night, but it's probably nothing. Still, I have a favor to ask. When the police came, they searched the set directly below the stage, but I don't know if they thought to search all of the sets. Can you scour the sets just to make sure there is nothing odd going on? The sets are extremely elaborate, and many of the controls are built into the set itself, so you'll have to be creative to find your way through. Plus, who knows what changes Xenia has made. Be careful. The flames you see are very real, and much of the water has submerged electrical equipment. Do not touch the river water. Provenance starter. Welcome, my dear expert in training. Your crash course begins now. We have 3 pieces you must verify provenance on. Start with the gold leaf necklace in the center of the coin display. You'll find more information in the provenance program. Complete the drop-down fields, attach an image of the object, and submit your findings. Cast watch. I am growing more certain the pieces I'm tracking down won't be found. Engage the cast, but don't push too hard. Keep them talking. I'm working on getting you some help, but I simply cannot get in contact with any of the former museum staff. Important ticket update. Nancy, I completely forgot to tell you I have a courier coming for tickets to tonight's show. Once you've assigned the first group's seating, please drop the tickets in the mailbox outside the museum's front entrance. Any other tickets you assign are will call tickets for the later performances and don't need to be printed out. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of travel and might not always have time to explain everything. I'll send you what you need to know about the museum using this messenger. Please check from time to time. Alright.
I need to assign seats according to everyone's requests.
Oh boy. Manos wants 4 tickets, while Gavril, Lilith, and Vakros all want 6. Okay. Adamau wants 4 aisle seats. Manos needs all handicap seats. Gavril wants all front row. Best seats possible. Vakros wants as many discount seats available first, then standard seats. Manos only wants prime seating. Lilith wants 3 VIP seats and the remaining seats together in prime. Okay. Well, let's start with Vakros. Only wants as many discount seats as available. So that's those 3. And then standard seats, which would be yellow. But a total of 6. Manos wants 4 in prime, which is blue. Just filling them in for now. Lilith, it's a total of 6, wants 3 VIP. And the remaining seats together in prime. Okay. So those are going to have to be there. Manoses do not all have to be together. Manos needs all handicap seats. So that's all those. Those are the... Manos wants all handicap, all prime. That's the only options. So Manos is set. Vakros wants a total of 6. Alright, so I'm waiting on Vakros. Adamau wants 4 aisle seats. No other specifications, so those. Gavril runs off front row, best seats possible. For a total of 6. So that leaves Vakros' other 3.
All done.
Woo!
Time to drop these off in the mailbox.
All right. Oh. Where are those? There's the tickets.
This is the exact book I needed. Oh, thanks, guys.
So here we have some information about different, it's like different faces, what they looked like. So I think we have to label some bosses, so that's going to be handy.
I can cross that off my to-do list now.
Alright, so I put the tickets in the mailbox. Now we're going back inside. To the face display.
Time to match the correct tag to each face.
Yes. Alright. Alright, so let's do this by what they're called. So, lebes. A deep bowl with a low neck. Had neither handles nor a foot, usually mounted on a stand. Deep bowl with a low neck. Neither handles nor a foot. Said it was usually mounted on a stand. I feel like that's that one. Pyxis. Small circular box with a lid, typically stored cosmetics. Okay, so we're just labeling these. Cantheros. Deep bowl with two large, high vertical handles on either side and a small stemmed foot. That is definitely that one. What's next? Crater. Wide mouth, round body with handles on either side. It's used to mix water and wine before serving. Wide mouth, round body, handles on either side. We do have an ad coming up here soon. I won't play during the ad. I'll stop and take a hydrate and stretch break. Try and get this puzzle finished first, though. Lekithos. Vase is typically used for storing perfume oils. Typically rested in a heavy stand. Tall vertical handle on the back of the Lekithos. Allowed for easing pouring. Probably this one. Lutroporos. Tall and slim with elongated handles. It's used in wedding and funerary rites. So that's going to probably be that one. Oenoke Chio. Yeah, I butchered the name of that. Oinokyo. Single high-handled vessel, taller than it was wide, with a trefoil mouth, used for serving wine. Says it'll say when it's done correctly, so I must have done something incorrectly.
That's it.
Ah, okay. I mixed up two. All right. Go to the temple display. Click to start building temples based on the requirements stated on the left.
Looks like the temple is already designed. I just have to build it.
Lofty sight to honor the hunt. Colorful panoramic band. Animals above the cornice. Volute. Ornamentation. Double hull. Like, it totally tells you what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't really. Well, colorful panoramic band, that seems... This is a double hull. I guess that's a double hull. Alright, that ad break is about to start here. Animals above the cornice. Colorful panoramic band. Lofty sight to honor the hunt. Okay. That is not correct. Oh, I didn't pick this one. Dang. Artemis would definitely be the one for the hunt. The only one I'm not sure about is the volute ornamentation. I'm assuming that's talking about the capital. Just waiting on that ad to start, and then I'll stop. Oh, there's the ad. Alright. We're gonna take a pause. I'm gonna swap over to the puzzle. And I'm just gonna have a stretch break. I am going to mute my microphone briefly so I can get up and stretch my legs. All right, we have about a minute and a half remaining in the ads. 30 seconds remaining. Almost done. All right, welcome back from the ads, everybody. All right. I'm gonna try this. I'm pretty sure everything else is correct. I just am not sure about which capitals to use. So I'm gonna try this one. All right, that was not it. I'm gonna try this one. All right, so that is not what I have wrong. Do I have the setting wrong? Wouldn't think so. Well, might be mountains. I could see that as a lofty sight to honor the hunt. Okay, that might be what I had wrong. I'm gonna try this one again. Woo! Welcome in, Cortez.
Hello there. Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and
Hydration
water,
completed.
water and water and water, water.
We are playing Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies for Spooky Month.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, treat myself. I will, thank you. Freeze-dried marshmallow eaten.
Next temple.
All right. So this one is 4 to end. And a bustling agora, which I'm assuming is going to be this one. I don't know what it means by 4 to end. This one, it wants abstract. Musical dedication would be Apollo. Oh, thank you, Cortez. We just got started back. I completed the first temple, and now we're working on the second one. Four to end. Square abacus. I'm assuming this is square abacus. Abstract gable, that I'm confident of. Musical dedication. Not that. My guess is bad. They don't give you really anything to go on this, and the requirements don't make any sense to me. That I'm confident of, the background. Let's try that one. Confident in the freeze. That's the only abstract one. Dang. That would be the musical dedication. Anything to give me a clue? Printatron 2300. Okay. Alright, I am going to look this up because I was confident. That I know for sure. Of course, I find a thing and I can't work it. I don't want to watch a video. Alright. This one's frustrating me. Well, it definitely says bustling agora. That's gotta be it. That I'm confident of. Dang. Okay. There's too many options for me to just go through them. Fine, I'll watch a video. Alright, that's the one I picked to start. Okay. That was more difficult than it needed to be. So this is the first one I put together.
Building temples is easy when Nancy Stonemason Drew is on the case.
Well, that one's easy. This is acanthus leaves. Twice as many columns on the sides as ends. At least this is a direct explanation. So that would be this one. Sculpted mortals on all levels. Oh, no. Freeze. Water view. There we go. It's tired of fooling with that. There we go. Alright, now we're going to that coin display. So we have the key for that. And we need...
Let's see if I can pay the ferryman with this.
Yes, that's what we need. And now we're going to go find said ferryman again. Use this. Go back down. Hello, dude. Here's your coin. Creepy river. All right. Here. We have Kerberos.
I need to block the dog from reaching the stars.
All right. So we need to... Oh, I see. Not that way. Not that way. boy. Gotta do this 3 times? Okay. So there's no way you can get to that star. Right. That's the way to do it. Just block off the stars. Ah. They saw what I was doing. Okay. Dang. Okay. Victory!
All right.
Go through the skull door. See another Kerberos on the left. Look closely.
I should find supplies to make a rubbing of the image.
I don't have that. Alright, can't go in there. That has an alarm.
I need to figure out what this is for before I do anything. And it's locked. I should carry more keys.
Alright, can't do anything with this.
I don't believe you're an actor.
What do you expect me to do?
Do I have to spell it out? If I don't believe you're an actor, the audience won't.
Then don't make me go on stage.
That's how this works. You have to be on stage or the whole thing falls apart.
Let me do the job you hired me to do.
Nancy!
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry you caught us arguing. Niobe, I know you're nervous, but you promised you'd perform. We're all counting on you to do your job.
Enter here.
Oh, it's locked.
Alright, so we're locked in here. Nice. Well, that's a scary door. Okay, I have to immediately back up. Take the picture with the holes. It's a laptop that I can't look at, apparently.
How am I going to get this unlocked? I need to figure out the key code.
Okay, I had to click on that. Go up the steps. Maybe? Oh. To enter the workshop, you must understand art. To understand art, you must learn about the artist. The artist leaves fingerprints on all she touches. All leads back to art. All leads back to creation. All circles connect. The line is always closed. Remember this, and you will never forget how to create. Can't appear to do anything with this just yet. Okay.
You had one job, Pitcher. I need to block the holes.
All right. So the green one seems to have the most options. Yeah, because I cannot find one that does not have any green. The green does not fill this hole, ever. Oh, had a sneeze. There.
Got it. I can use this to move the water.
Thank you, Cortez.
I need to fill this pitcher first. Then I can use it to fill the tub.
Alright. Oh, fire. Cannot get across. There are some stairs missing. So this is another plaque like the one we found on the other side of the river and in the other room. I can't appear to do anything with this yet.
I need to stack all the individual hand tiles on the center tile.
Action can be done only one space away from the tiles. Click on the space. Oh, I see. seems more promising. Seemed more promising. Alright, this one is challenging. Dang! Thought I had it that time. Oh, I think I screwed up there. Dang. Okay. I like to think I'm okay at puzzles, but this is making me, See, I can get them all together, but not in the right spot. Dang. All right. Fine, I'll look this mess up too. There.
Hello there.
Welcome in, Mary Berry. How are you? All right, where were we? Exit. I went the wrong way somewhere. There we are.
What are you doing? The remote. Give it to me.
No, I need it for my work.
Now. Do not come back.
Why not?
The stage wants you dead.
What?
Can't you feel the floor is shaking? Do you know why that happens?
I assume it has something to do with the hydraulic lifts.
Not something, everything. The hydraulics are warming up for the show. The sets are not normally kept so far off the ground. They're not to be occupied unless they're locked into place on the stage.
But you're here.
I know what I'm doing, and you do not. Leave.
Doing good, but have to head to the store in a bit. Don't want to. I get that. I understand that feeling. I understand that feeling. All right. Next, we're going to head backstage again. Which is...
I need your help fixing the fly system, since you broke it.
Reasonable. How do I do that?
Just check the tablet.
Do you know anything about the stolen art?
Too much.
Why's that?
When it went missing, the police had a long talk with all of us.
That's news to me.
We didn't want it to become a bigger deal than it needed to be. We all agreed to answer their questions. Melina turned over the tapes, and we turned over our keys and let them search our hotels and cars.
So if you're all here, it's safe to assume they didn't find anything.
I got the sense it was just a formality searching us.
Can you help me get down into the rest of the sets?
Why?
I'm here to help Melina. I need to be able to go everywhere.
It is far too dangerous down there.
But not for Thanos.
Definitely for Thanos. He just doesn't listen.
Can you show me how to run the light board?
I'd love to, but I really don't have the time. You'll find a book on it somewhere.
What drew you to ancient Greece?
Greece cultivated the thoughts and ideas that shaped the Western world, which Rome then conveniently sold door to door at the pointy end of a spear. Still, I love the gods, though. Imagine living in their shadows. So much drama took place on Olympus. I guess the Pantheon was the first theater troupe in a way.
Greece certainly has a very impressive cultural history.
I know. I haven't even gotten to the music or the food.
You're telling me I'll probably gain a few pounds during my visit here.
Only a few? On the behalf of the people of Greece, I'm insulted. If I had a big Greek family, I'd invite you for food and arguments, and singing at the end.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it? I'll make it happen one day. You'll see.
Did I upset you earlier?
No. The show was starting to rest on my shoulders more and more. I needed to catch my breath.
I don't believe you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Hermes presents Persephone and Winter starring Hermes. Why does Thanos keep having... Oh, I already read that one. The mouse that bored me. Niobe is struggling under her role. Possible fix may include dropping her behind a scrim as often as possible. Maybe the less we see, the better off she is. The stage lifts have been running too hot. To resolve, we need to cut final rotation of the stages following intermission. There should be a better solution, but I can't find it. Need to make sure everyone knows that whatever and whoever is down there stays down there following intermission. Okay.
I need to counterbalance the weights to the production settings.
To add weights, take weights from the bottom slots and click add them to the bars of the appropriate ropes. Reviews the temple architecture paper in the inventory. To determine what each word means and what the appropriate weight is. How do I... Yes, I'm looking at a guide. Otherwise, I would never finish this game. I'd have to keep clicking back and forth. My guide tells me what each thing weighs, so I can math it myself. Portico is 50, 30,
Got
20.
it. Now maybe Gregor will talk to me. I need to figure out the password according to the notes.
Okay, so on the director copy of the script here. I'm looking for notes. Gregor tablet password. There we go. First, last, repeat. First, last, first, last, first, last, first, last, first, last, first, last, first. That's not correct. First letter of the first word. Last letter of the next word. First letter of the first word. Finish! Oh. Puzzle almost complete. Let's complete that puzzle, guys. Music's gonna get a little bit quiet here for a second. There we go. That is the cover art of this game. Good job, guys. Good work. All right. What's in the box? Whatever notes Zinnia's been scribbling must be very important. Why else would she lock them up in that box? I got a peek at the lock, and I think I figured it out. The letters around the empty squares indicate which letters belong in what row or column. If I place all the letters into the squares in a continuous line alphabetically, that should unlock the box. Maybe I shouldn't look. Should I? I want to. Maybe not. Who does that? Who locks up their notes? What's in a name? Platus casting sheet prepared. Even if they rip the red stitching in my bag, no one will ever suspect the truth behind the sheet and read between the lines. Seriously, please don't shoot the messenger. I put some calls in about Thanos' background. The good news is he's probably a murderer. The bad news is he's connected to Kronos. Maybe it's not the same Kronos. Is there really a friendly, non-terrifying organization called Kronos that isn't connected to the Greek mafia? No? Okay, fine. You name your kid Thanos, that's what you get. Zinnia doubled my lines and cut Thanos' lines again. Why does she always want me on stage and never him? What's going on? I'm beginning to doubt my role here. Exit through the gift shop. Doors need to be pushed back until after the final curtain. Melina was supposed to be taking care of this, but it might fall to me now that she's gone. We need to make sure we have proper crowd flow. We want the audience flowing into the museum, not out into the parking lot after the show. Demeter, I hardly even know her. Preparation for my role continues, but now I need to manage Niobe too. She's barely hanging on. I know we need her, but still, she's getting pushed further and further into the shadows. Zinnia's wrong about hiring someone that fragile. Dead wrong. I'll do what I can to make it work, but if she can't perform, we've got bigger problems than embarrassment to worry about. Be the coffee cup. All cleared, obviously. All of our time cards and entry and exits are accounted for, and obviously the searches of our personal spaces yielded nothing. Thanos was angry just the same, but I don't care. Looks like we're back to our schedule. Melina has left to go track down the pieces. Supposedly, we'll be getting a new liaison. We'll deal with that as needed. All right, we do have an ad break coming up here shortly. I'm going to try and finish this little section. So we had a note, we saw in his personal notes that he has a copy of the production in his
must be
bag.
the red stitching Gregor mentioned on his tablet. Plutus? That's not a character in the Persephone story.
Each actor will present at least one monologue for the audition. Mikhail Dimitrov, Grant Nagy, Etienne Martin, Kurt Muller, Emma Portnoy, Kostas Bezos. Audition spots will be given on the first-come, first-served basis should any applicant be unable to fulfill all aspects of the actor agreement. Okay. All right, now we need to talk to the Hardy brothers again. Hopefully I can get through this before the ad break.
How was the flight?
Couldn't tell you. I slept right through.
Slept on a flight? What witchcraft is this? She's a witch! Burn her!
Hi, Joe.
I do not consort with witches.
Our in-flight movie was about Salem, and apparently Joe took away the wrong lesson.
how have I lived this long without knowing how fun reckless accusations are?
Anyway, how's Greece?
Well, I'm having a bit of a problem.
Perhaps you should try stepping into water and letting me know if you float.
I'll add that to the list. Have you been able to look into the entire cast?
Yeah, you're dealing with something really serious here.
Tell me more.
That's the thing. We're not sure.
First red flag is the staff.
As in, where is everyone?
We reached out to the network to see if we could track down any of the workers who left.
No one would talk?
No one could be found.
Oh.
Keep quiet on that until we figure out what's happening.
We can fill you in on everyone at the museum, but these are dangerous people. You have to tread lightly.
Tread lightly? She's so bad at that.
Thanks, Joe.
Sorry. Just be careful. Something big is happening.
What did you find out about Gregor?
Did you notice anything about his Greek accent?
What Greek accent?
Right? He's an American, and Gregor is not his name.
Really?
Really.
So, who is he?
He may be an actor, like he says. We can't figure out why he changed his name.
But we did find out a bit about his past.
What's his story?
Pretty sad, actually. He's an only child. His parents died when he was really young.
He grew up completely alone.
In and out of foster care until he aged out of the system.
May explain the assumed name.
Right. Maybe the name has some meaning.
Right. It could be a stage name.
Like a nom de plume, but for actors.
Or it could be something more serious.
Like a nom de guerre.
Unlikely. Either way, we'll look into it.
All right, so
Did you
that's
find
good to
anything
know.
out about Xenia?
She seems to be more or less who she says she is.
We know she's from New York.
She grew up around a lot of artists and professors and the like.
Looks like she was put in contact with the production's organizers and jumped at the chance to direct.
That seems reasonable.
It does, but we're going to keep looking.
The dots connect, but who knows if we're seeing all the dots?
Oh, I know that feeling.
I'm not going to start another puzzle because
Anything I should know
probably
about
going to wrap
Thanos?
up here in a couple
Be
more
careful
sections of the
around
game.
Thanos.
Why? What's his story?
We're looking into it, but he was brought in for questioning about something recently.
Well, what for?
We're still looking into it. The whole thing is very strange.
Welcome, traveler.
Okay, explain.
All we know is that he
Thank
is
you
on
for the
network's
follow,
radar.
Kindle.
He is?
Welcome
Why?
to PyroKitty's
He's
Tavern.
killed people.
What?
Yes, it's serious. He worked in private security and he was directly involved in a fatal shooting.
He's dangerous, but only when the situation calls for it.
And when does the situation call for it?
We don't know.
What can you tell me about Niobe?
She is an amazing artist.
Yeah?
Well, she was. I saw a few of her pieces at the Met. Stunning. Her painting spoke to my soul.
I didn't know you were a fan of painting.
Vance, I'm more cultured than Greek yogurt.
He's been saving that one.
I have. I was toying with Euro puns for a while, but I couldn't figure out if it was Euro or Hero or Gyro. So I moved to tzatziki for a while, and that was a dead end. Now, Saganaki...
Reeled in, buddy.
Right. Her work is abstract, but... not.
How so?
The docent told me that under each abstract painting is a photorealistic painting.
Huh?
She paints over her work. She replaces the painting with the feeling of the painting. The amazing thing is that you can sense it. You know what's there.
If Niobe's such a talented artist, why is she acting?
Trying to get through all
The part
these
Joe left off is likely
before our
the
ad
reason.
break.
Her career is steeped in controversy.
In what way?
She was accused of art forgery, but it's not true.
You don't want it to be true.
Of course I don't. But the docent I met said what happened to her was a tragedy. I mean, he looked like he was going to cry just by thinking about it.
What happened?
He wouldn't say. All he said is her paintings will never bear her name. Apparently, everyone knows she's lost all credibility in the art world, but no one seems to know why.
I'll watch her from a distance for now. Do you think Melina could be involved with the missing artwork?
An inside job. Wouldn't be the first time.
You should talk to her, see what she says.
That's always so hard to do, but comes with the territory, I guess.
It's all in the tone of voice.
Is that so?
Yeah, check this out. Are you the type of terrible person who steals?
And this works?
Not at all.
Just be direct.
And if she gets upset, just say,
Yes.
take it away, Frank. That's what I say, at least.
I found an odd list in Gregor's bag.
That's where I'd keep an odd list.
What's it say?
It's a list of names.
I guess that's odd. All lists are odd, come to think of it.
Read me the names.
Mikhail Dimitrov, Grant Nagy, Etienne Martin, Kurt Mueller, Emma Portnoy, and Kostas Bezos.
We'll look into it.
Okay. All right, so next we're headed back to the museum office, but we might have an ad break hit before I make it there. But if I do have that ad break hit, just know I am headed to the museum office and I'm just going to wait there. I am going to mute my microphone during the ad and take a very quick restroom break. And then when we get back from the ad break, it looks like there's about 2 sections before we hit sort of the midpoint of the game. So that's my goal to finish today. So yeah, that 3-minute ad break is about to happen here any second. Like I said, I'm going to mute my microphone and get to the museum office and take a quick restroom break. There's that ad break. Headed to the museum office. Nothing to do before that. All right. I'm going to mute my microphone for those that you can still hear my voice. Thank you for your support. I will be back hopefully before the ad break ends. I just got to take a quick restroom break. Alright, I am back. So we have 1 minute remaining in the ads. Hope everybody has stretched and hydrated. Taken any snack break you might want to take. "20 seconds. Almost there. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. All right. As I said, I just walked to the museum office, but I have not gone in. So, need to look at the computer here.
Looks like I'll need a unique password to access the archives.
Want to know a secret? Are the seats packed with the dead? Should I line you up and punch you down into the land of the dead? Well, do you want to know a secret? So polite. Oh, I mustn't talk in the theater. Curses for all the gods. I've gone and broken the fourth wall. But no bother. Your beloved real world is itself theater. You're used to pretend, used to believing what you want to believe. For the next 90 minutes, I will be telling you
Okay, so we gotta
lies,
listen to
and
all
you will
of their
agree they are the truth. That's actually more or
the
less
cast
what's
saying their
printed on my
lines.
business card. Hermes, messenger to the gods, certified liar, founder and CEO of Olympic Scandal magazine, inventor of gossip. I'll be handing these out after the show. Mercury keeps poaching my clients these days. Roman gods, cheap knockoffs. Bacchus is a cool guy. The rest, forgeries of our greatness. Accept no substitutions. Now, as I was saying, do you want to hear a secret? Yes. I'm also the guide to the underworld. Hades, the old Greek soul closet. Little known fact about being dead. Death is very boring. Not much happens in Hades. It's just a lot of souls being dead in chairs, being dead at breakfast, dead souls just wandering about. That's the gist of it. I mean, every 4 years we have our own Olympics, but we've yet to fully figure out soul physics. Archimedes is doing his best, but we're still no closer to finding the pole vaulters. They just went, just gone. Quite floaty and dearly missed. Like spice ships at sea. So you must understand my interest was piqued when I discovered the underworld exploding with news, curiosity, intrigue. A mysterious young woman was coming. So beautiful. So sad, so frightened. Yet those were not the qualities that drew the land of the dead to watch her every move. No, what moved them so was that this girl was alive. I have a tragic tale to tell. A story of 3 gods who conspired and fought over the fate of one lost girl. It's a story I've told before. Sometimes the maiden, Persephone, returns home, escapes from Hades unscathed, and sometimes the dark forces of the underworld prevail. Zeus! How does the story end? You just want me to skip everybody else's lines? Okay. It's frozen in fear. I was gonna say, it's on 9? I only have, I was gonna say, I don't know. The next one, or the next speech? Oh, okay, let me find the next speech here, which is in here somewhere. Hermes, there's a little speech. Oh, there it is. How are you not cold? It's cold, very chilly, pretty nippy. It's pretty nippy indeed, my friend. The big Z is not feeling chatty, I see. Could that be because I convinced you to marry off Demeter's daughter and now she's destroying life as we know it? Probably it. I hate it when you're angry. Makes swans even more untrustworthy than they already are. Some people say that death has a twisted sense of humor. I assure you, death has no sense of humor. Speak of the Greek analog of the devil, and the Greek analog of the devil appears.
Shut it.
Speak of the Greek analog of the devil, and the Greek analog of the devil appears.
Shut it.
I would love to shut it, but I need clarification on which it I must shut to make you happy.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut you in an airless cell under the river's fire.
There it is.
Zeus!
I'm afraid this one's on me, darling. The big guy is peeved. Have you noticed that you've been getting a bit more boat traffic these days?
The harvest is always strong.
You're about to run into some economies of scale issues.
Speak plainly.
Demeter has frozen the world. You're about to be swimming in corpses.
I am prepared.
We're not. Not so much.
I have taken my queen, The queen you gave to me.
Whoa, whoa. Introduced, not gave. I guess it depends on the culture and the era. And if one party is a nymph, and the other party the second most powerful god, and if one party is a nymph, and the other party the second most powerful god, I guess it depends on the culture and the era. I've always said that. I said that just earlier. You are great, but you're giving back your queen one way or another. Listen, let's calm tensions. The god economy has not been great. We're not in the shape to have a god war here. Let's be civil.
Civility is weakness in practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Sort it out with Demeter. Persephone is my queen, and so she will remain.
I suppose I'm left to deal with this, but I also suppose this is more or less my fault. I'm having a me day.
I think you're projecting.
Projecting? Projecting. Okay, no. Did you take a psych class? 101 maybe? Was that what
I
we're
took
talking about?
art. I took classical art. I did not take psychology. So you're just going to interject when I am not doing things the right way? Do you want me to like ad-lib against her? So it's just riffing. Okay.
Awesome.
Great. Do you want to start with page 9 with Demeter and Hermes, or do you want to go through to a... that would be on page... So, those big monologues start on page 19. Ready? Good. The grass dies under my feet.
What?
The grass dies under my feet.
Does it?
Do you see the color drain from the hills? Can you hear the cracking of the leaves? Can you hear the cracking of the leaves?
Good. That was much better. Can I get more of that, please?
The crunch of dead bones. Like, who wants to hear about drum-tight skin, soil gone? That's just...
Am I understanding that you have a problem with my script?
Well, of course.
No. I am the head of this operation here. I'm directing, and I need you to just give a little more. You got any emotion? The crack of the bones. Come on, just lay it on.
The crunch of dead bones.
Better.
The drum-tight skin of soil gone cold.
Okay.
Is she the wicked witch of the west?
No. Okay, let's just try something. Can you just emphasize every other word just to get something here?
The drum-tight skin
No.
of soil gone cold?
Okay.
I mean, I just did what you asked. This is ridiculous. Why don't, you use me for my expert skills as opposed to as an actor?
Oh boy.
How about you take your script?
He needs to
Niobe
read
and I
with
are
me.
gonna work, and I need you to just go in the back corner.
He needs to read with me.
If you need to read with him. Okay.
Well,
all right.
Demeter and Hermes.
All right. Okay. Well, let's do a scene with you two together. Great.
Why am I here if I have no lines?
Love
Great,
this.
I work better when I'm working off somebody.
Great. Awesome.
Dude,
Let's see.
Like copying?
So
It's
page
gonna be-
page
no, I'm
9
not
is great,
copy.
right?
Page
Yes, page 9.
9. Hermes.
It starts with you.
Starts with me. This is the bottom right here.
Take it away.
Meters field. Yep, this is the worst part of the job. I always forgot that special relationship between reaping and sowing. Is there an irony in this moment?
Can you speak up a little bit more?
I heard what you said.
Better.
I knew what you had done the moment he set his hands upon her.
Can you be just a little less hammy?
Bring her back to me.
Okay. That was good. That was better. A little more energy.
She gets energy later.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I knew what you had done the moment
They
set
really
his
don't like
hands upon
Niobe.
her. Bring her back to me.
I'm afraid I can't.
Bring her back to me!
Wow, you really got that.
So you're gonna do it like that?
Okay. All right.
She's gone, Demeter! You knew the day was approaching for her to leave you for her husband!
I will not lose her
Okay.
to the land of the dead.
Let's take a pause.
Okay.
Cowboy. Rein it in. We don't need a cowboy voice. We're not in the Wild West. I said stay out of America like 10 pages ago.
I stayed out of America. I didn't.
All I see is a nice cowboy hat, a little sheriff star.
No. I'm sorry you're hallucinating or whatever's going on with you, but I'm not doing cowboy anything. I'm staying as far east as I possibly can. I mean.
Okay, let's just start over.
Let's do it again.
Take those notes.
Absolutely.
Go with it.
Let's do it.
I am bored. Give me something.
Top of page 10. How about
Top of page 10.
I heard what you said. I knew what you had done the moment he set his hands upon her. Bring her back to me.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Bring her back to me.
She's gone, Demeter. You knew the day was approaching for her to leave you for her husband.
I will not lose her to the land of the dead.
I'm afraid to say she's already lost. I'm sorry. I'm afraid to say she's already lost. I'm afraid to say she's already lost.
She has not been lost. She's been betrayed. Daughter! Hear me, daughter!
I want you to go a little bit bigger. I want to be able to hear it in Hades. Say it again. We're down at the bottom of page 10.
Daughter! Hear me, daughter! Is that loud enough?
That gets less effective as time goes on, you know.
That's better.
I could work
That's
in.
better.
I could get the line before it.
I don't believe we're... I mean...
I'm working into it.
Thank you, but...
Trying to help.
Why am I here if there is nothing for me to do?
Okay. Enough from you. Enough from the peanut gallery over here. Can we just one more time let it flow together? That was good. You're getting so much better. Come on. Just one more time.
Daughter, hear me, daughter.
Now you just sound annoyed.
Well?
Yeah, there's no caring in your tone. You're just annoyed. You're annoyed with me. I get it. I get it.
I kind of agree. I think you wrote her kind of uncaring.
All right.
Why
Oh goodness.
Don't you give me how would you want it said?
Okay.
Yeah.
Daughter! Hear me, daughter! Look, did you see that? Did you hear that? That was emotion in my voice.
Daughter, hear me, daughter!
Mother! Where are you, Mother?
Persephone? Persephone! Hear my voice!
That was great! Oh, it's about time. Okay, all right, here we go. I was just so taken aback with how great that was. Okay. Mother! Where are you, Mother? What's about that?
No, you were like, Mother. Oh, we're going back?
No, we're gonna keep on going. Keep on going.
Okay.
Demeter, it's your next line.
It's your line.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh. All right. Mother, are
This
you here? I don't want to stay.
what I'm getting
I
out of
want to be
this
home with you.
is that this acting troupe
I want the sun
does
and
not
the
do much
stars.
acting together.
Please help me.
Hear my voice! Do not sleep! Do not eat!
And that they really
or
don't like
drink.
Niobe.
Do not accept this fate!
An echo would work.
It's going
I think it
through
would
the
be really
ground.
good.
It's not a
Absolutely
cavern.
not.
There is no echo.
No, but you're like saying it's so loud. It's like bouncing off the mountains.
And it
But it's
will.
going
And
into
it
the
will.
ground.
Okay, we don't need you
Well,
to
I mean,
help
I'm
out
just
with
trying to
that. No.
It's
just
going-
show you this is what the potential that you got here. I mean,
Yeah.
this is heavy stuff. This is Shakespeare. I'm telling you right now.
It is. Do not accept this fate. Go.
Mother, if you can hear me, help! Don't leave me!
Persephone! Do not give up! I will come for you! Keep your eyes fixed on life! Keep your heart full and your thoughts strong!
That was great! Now we just do that for everything. Okay, all right. I think you're doing enough as it is.
Okay.
So,
trying to help.
where is Thanos anyway?
Why isn't he here?
I don't know why he's not here. This will make it a whole lot
Is he
easier.
working on something else?
On
I don't
a
know.
cast
Right,
list?
it
Well,
should
yeah,
be on
he
this
was doing.
cast list.
Yeah.
It was a community theater show. He was doing like,
He's not taking a side job.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't.
This is the side job.
I agree. This is the
think he's
side
doing,
job. Why is he going up from the... Oh, I can't believe this. Okay. Wow, he's in a lot of stuff. I really wish he was here right now. That would make things a whole lot easier. Oh, you know, we're just gonna skip over the next few pages.
On page 19.
Page 19, great. Oh, that's great. Yes, let's do that. All right, let's take it from the top on page 19.
19.
Great.
Oh,
19.
geez, you're
And if we
skipping
could
a
just
great
have
line.
a little bit more of that, that
There's
energy.
a great
She's
line on
crying.
15
Niobe.
that I really
That was
like.
yes.
Can I just do this line on 15? I really like this line. Let me just go through it once. I've been working on this for most of the day.
No, you can't. No.
It's really,
Nope,
really cold.
I
It's very
know,
cold. Pretty nippy. It's pretty
Oh,
nippy
some
indeed, my friend.
Yes, thank you.
Big
thank
Z
you.
is not feeling chatty, I see. Could
No,
you?
Let's start.
Okay, let's go.
19.
19.
19.
Yes.
Hermes.
Yeah, this troop is a
Yes, right
mess.
We're all feeling great? Go ahead.
You have my sympathy.
And you have mine, Hermes.
I just drove a train through that pause. People, come
I was trying to
on.
cry.
I just drove a train through there.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm not gonna just like throw it on her.
Way too much silence.
Okay,
Just
I
pick it up a
will
little
imagine
bit.
that
Okay,
moment
pick it up a
when
little
you're
bit.
trying
Start
to
over.
touch her.
Hermes, you get to say it again.
I mean, it's not exactly my place. Demeter, you have my sympathy.
And you have mine, Hermes. She was here when he took her. Do you
Okay,
want to
I'm
know?
gonna skip through the rest of these.
Can you dig?
Persephone.
I think we get the gist.
Oh yes.
What?
Okay. I feel
The troop is a mess.
She.
That's
and her. I start that.
You.
You.
What?
If never. How can you stop me if I can't stop?
What? What was that, Niobe? I think that's the first real bit of acting
We will be.
Okay, maybe I take that back. You don't understand.
We will be. Can you feel the?
How do you know that?
Because I studied Greek art, you nick.
How do you draw wind?
Olympus. Olympus is the white winds of Olympus. The rivers Hades. I will.
Okay. So this is a matching game. Somebody much better than I probably could have memorized it from the start, but I did not. All right. All the acceptable documents must be originals. Okay, so we're going to use this. Done. Seemed like I needed to play this through again. Need some more entries for that. Alright, you gotta head to the grocery store. Quick question about group charity. Oh, the Tiltify link. Casey has the Tiltify link. I'm not sure if she wants to use it or not. Like, I have the link, but I don't know if she wants to really use it. She said she was going to look into some things first. So the Tiltify link, it's like a it's like a team, I guess. That's the best way I could think to describe it. And you can all, like, kind of join in on the same team for, like, a team goal. And, like, set your own individual goal and your own individual overlay for OBS, and your own personal, like, rewards that you want. So, yeah, if you have more questions about it, you can PM me about it. But I know Casey said she was going to look into some other options, I think. And then she would be sending out the, like, she'd send stuff out to everyone on her end. I haven't talked to her about it since a couple days ago. All right, thanks for the lurk, Mary Berry. Okay, so for the provenance, we need to get a picture. The first requested item is the gold green leaf necklace. Ooh, secret door over there.
Is that a hidden passage? What's Niobe up to?
Good to know.
The hidden door must be here. I need to make sure only the lightning bolts are showing.
I'm going to wait to go in there. I want to take a picture of this.
Done.
All right. So with that, we have reached about the halfway point. Going in this secret door will be where we will start back next time. Save that. And on that note, don't run away just yet, guys. We are gonna go find someone to raid. Let's see who is on. Thank you, Kindle, for the new follow. Let's go say hi to someone here. Who's on? Alright. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I will be back on Sunday, and the goal is I'm going to try and finish this game on Sunday. If I do not finish it on Sunday, I will finish the game on Thursday. Don't worry. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to raid Rahisaurus in a bit. So let's go say hi to Rahi. They are the creator of the Rahi Tuber program that I use for my PNG tuber. And it looks like they're playing Sonic Unleashed right now. So let's go say hello. My raid... Where'd my raid calls go? There's my raid calls. The top one if you are a subscriber, the bottom one if you are not. I will see you all again on Sunday, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.